So quantum decorating version 2.
Yeah, okay, so, yeah, well, what changes did we make?
Well, the basic idea of quantum decorating is that you film yourself decorating without knowing what colours you're doing it.
Yeah.
Right? So you go to the shops, you buy 6 different basic colours of paint, red,
Yeah.
blue, green, yellow, blah blah blah,
Mhm.
pink,
Mhm.
you know, and you spray paint them black, so you don't know which
Yeah.
ones they are.
Yeah.
And you put them in the room that you're going to decorate, and you put 3 colours of filters,
Mhm.
say blue and yellow, so you've got blue, yellow and green,
Yeah.
and overlap them on your camera.
Yeah.
And also on sunglasses or goggles for yourselves,
Yeah.
and whoever's doing the decorating.
Mhm.
And then you decorate wearing these filters from the randomly chosen paint can.
Yeah.
So you don't know what colour it is you're painting,
Yeah.
and the camera doesn't record it.
And the only things that do know what colour it is probably the walls or the colour itself.
Exactly. And you tell as few people as possible that you're doing it.
You basically want to get off the perception grid. Yeah. That's the basic idea. It's decorating.
Changing the reality without changing your perception, but being there to try and weaken reality.
Not trying. You will or you will not.
Well, yeah. But some people like this idea.
Yeah. Some people really like that idea.
Yeah. And we've had some suggestions, and I don't see what difference a poster of King Kong would make on a quantum level.
Yeah, but it could mean something on a morphic sort of level.
I think the basic idea is sound, but I don't see the imagery. I think what we need to do...
Maybe the point of it is so that you've almost got a colour chart, so when you go in there, you've got a reference point. You've got a poster that's actually, you know what colour it is.
I think we need to get... When we do it, we need to get people studying mandalas first, like Buddhist mandalas and ninja mandalas and Aborigine, you know, and tribal patterns. Because the whole purpose of those is to break reality or to define reality. And we draw one of them in black.
I just had an idea.
Yeah.
The reason those things work, like, pretty much, is that you do it and you destroy it. So what if part of giving the illusion the opportunity to change, part of it is to decide, bearing in mind you've got time, yeah? Could be in the future like that, yeah? We agree that we're never actually going to see it. So we do it, yeah? We all go in separately and have and see what colour it is. Then we go back in with the goggles and we paint over it. So we never knew as a group. We only knew. We just have to trust each other what the colour they say was there. Because then it's the future thing, isn't it? The alternative dimension in the future could know that we're not going to view it and just have a little bit more.
It again. I see what you're saying, but then that's like finding the wardrobe into Narnia and then not going through it, leaving the room.
No, you go through it, but you just do it on an individual basis, not as a group. As a group, you never go back in there as a group because your perception's really strong then.
But then you've only got it as a temporary thing. I mean, you'd either lose the room to use, or have to repaint it, have to paint it out afterwards.
No, it's just one of those things where you alright, if in the beginning of this experiment you're
you could just
muting,
never agree to talk about it.
No, but like, look, the whole point of the experiment is to make perception blind, pretty much, yeah?
Yeah.
What's the point of doing it if then at the end of the whole experiment you then open it wide open? Because pan-dimensionally it's all the same thing, isn't it? So if you do it then, it happened at the beginning. So if you decide that you're only going to do it in the experiment and never go back in and actually fully check as a group, it's pan-dimensionally equal. The experiment is always integral.
You can't disprove it, but then you can't prove it. I think.
No, exactly. You have to go on trust. That's why you do it with people that aren't going to fucking lie to you.
That defeats the science of the experiment.
Not really.
We have to go on faith. We have to.
Hey, who has to believe it except us? The camera won't know anyway. The filters are on. They're only going to know about it because we know about it.
But remember, we're one step ahead of everyone else here because they don't know about the mandalas.
And we're the FFS.
Well, yeah, but we're 2 steps ahead.
Yeah.
But what we're thinking is to paint black mandalas in like a black outline of different Buddhist patterns and Tibetan patterns.
Doodling.
Yeah. But with a sort of
spiritual
mandala theme. 3 or 4 people all doing it at once based on what they understand a mandala is.
Yeah.
Just as black outlines.
Might better get some real Buddhist monks then.
And then do the quantum painting, just filling in the gaps in all different colours. 6 random trays of colour.
Each person has its own colour.
Yeah, each person has their own colour, and around they go filling in different gaps. and see what we get.
Mm.
You know, does it make sense?
Yeah.
Does it just destroy reality? What happens if we all take off our goggles all at once and see it all?
It'd be really nice to do it. Ooh. Or take off our goggles, close our eyes, and get one person in the group to see for all of us. Try and hook into what he's seeing.
That's a thought. The other thought is to go in and see it individually, and then go in as a group, take off our goggles and see what we all see.
If you did it on mirrors, you might get some weird infinity effect, a pattern that you wouldn't normally see in its one-dimensional sense.
Bring mirrors into mirror. That would make it more expensive.
It would. It would.
Yeah, but I think that's it for quantum decoration. Just
So the basic idea is that. But if anyone has any ideas, let us know.